Good evening. It is time for today's tax talk. I'm your host. I'm attorney Stephen Leahy. It is Tuesday. It's Crypto Tuesday, August 9th, year of our Lord 2022. And there's been a change to the 2022 tax return. That's what we're going to talk about today. It's kind of a crypto. We've talked about the tax implications of crypto a lot and how to report it and all that. And so there's been a change, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And I hope you can join us. Thank you all. Thank you for joining us. So kind of walking down memory lane about what's going on. Remember, about reporting your crypto, there's a question that appeared on your 1040 tax return in 2000 for the 2019, so 2020 for the first time. And so I have it here. Let's see if we can't pull this up. And so here's the first one. Here's the first one. This is from 2019. And it was found on Schedule 1, Additional Income and Adjustments to Income. So and here it is. At any time during 2019, did you receive, sell, exchange, or otherwise acquire any financial interest in any virtual currency? And so that was the question that they asked in 2020 for 2019. And then the next year, right now, this is when crypto was still big there, but it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year. And so then they came up with a change in 2020. So here it is. Here's the 1040 in 2020. You notice it's not on Schedule 1 any longer. Now it's right underneath the first section. So your name, your address. Right underneath that first section, they moved the question there. At any time during 2020, did you receive, sell, send, exchange, or otherwise acquire any financial interest in any virtual currency? Yes or no? Did they have that? Did they have the yes or no on that? Yes, they did. And so now we go to 2021. This is the one that we just all used, the most recent. And here it is. At any time during 2021, did you receive, sell, exchange, or otherwise dispose of any financial interest in any virtual currency? Again, right there, very prominent. First question, everybody has to answer it. Yes or no? Yes or no? So last week they came up with the proposed changes. It's not official yet that this is going to be the change, but pretty much you could probably take it to the bank that this is going to be the change. At any time during 2022, again, same place, very prominent, did you A, receive as a reward, award, or compensation, or B, sell, exchange, gift, or otherwise dispose of a digital asset? So it's not virtual currency anymore. It's a digital asset. And it's not did you did you dispose of it? Well, what was the first one? Let's go back to 2020. They didn't ask if you disposed. They asked if you, otherwise dispose of. So when did that change? So let's go back to 2020. Or otherwise acquire. You see, in 2020 was did you otherwise acquire? And then in 2021, last year, it was did you dispose of it? Because that's really the taxable event, right? Disposing of it is the taxable event. Acquiring it is not a taxable event. So just disposing of it. So they kept that language in 2022, and now they just broke it up, and now they don't call it virtual currency anymore. Now they're going to call it digital asset, because that might be an NFT or some other digital assets that are out there. So that's the change. I think it's interesting, to be quite honest with you, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. So there's a couple stories on it, but before we get to the stories, let's look at like we do every week. We look at in Crypto Tuesday, we look at the markets, and you see that for the last 24 hours, Bitcoin's down, Ethereum's down, Litecoin's down. They kind of mirror each other. This is Bitcoin for the last 7 days. Everybody was really excited because it had approached the $24,000 mark, and now it's kind of gone back down to 23,000. It's 23 right now. It's 23,033. We can look at Ethereum. Let's do that. And Ethereum at 1689.32. So again, they kind of mirror each other, but I always like to. This is what we do here on the show. Every week we look at. That is odd. I'm having a problem. Houston, as I like to say. Okay, so let's blow it up a little bit. When you file your 2022 taxes, you're likely to come across a new question about cryptocurrencies right on the first page of your tax return. But it might look like a little different than it did in years past. The IRS first added a crypto question to the top of Form 1040, the main federal income tax document almost every taxpayer files for the 2020 tax year. Actually, okay, that's when they first put it on the first page. Previously, the question appeared on Schedule 1, which is used to report additional forms of income. Now the IRS wants you to change the question yet again, according to the new draft of the 2022 version of the 1040 recently published by the agency. At any time during 2022, did you, and we just went through this, so I'm not going to do it again. The yes or no question previously read, at any time during 2021, did you receive, sell, exchange, or otherwise dispose of any financial interest in any virtual currency? Some tax experts expressed frustration at the wording of the question on the 2021 tax forms, particularly with what receiving crypto meant. Simply buying and holding crypto with regular U.S. dollars is not a taxable event, but they worried the question might lead people to believe it is. On March 18th, less than a month before tax day, the IRS issued some guidance to help filers answer the crypto question accurately. At that time, more than 72 million Americans had already filed their taxes, IRS records show. The new wording appears to be aimed at clarifying some of the confusion from last year's return, though the IRS did not respond to Money's request for comment explaining the change. It's also not clear how many filers accurately answered the question when they filed their 2021 tax return. I don't know. They better have answered because the IRS gets those forms. 1099s from your brokers, and so they know that if you have disposed of any. The push to regulate crypto. The positioning of the crypto question at the top of the main tax form, just below basic of identifying information like your name, address, and social security number, reflects the importance the IRS is placing on taxing crypto. The IRS has indicated it believes there is a great deal of underreporting when it comes to cryptocurrency, and that they're ramping up enforcement efforts to combat it. Andrew King, the federal government treats crypto like property, not currency, and it's taxable in several circumstances, including selling at a profit, like with stocks, earning income from crypto, like mining and staking, exchanging crypto for goods, services, and other types of cryptocurrency, that's just selling it, receiving crypto through an airdrop, aka a marketing-related campaign or giveaway. As mentioned above, simply purchasing crypto with fiat isn't a taxable event. Neither is transferring crypto between multiple wallets that you own. While the IRS is making moves to capture more of these valuable taxable events, the White House has recently announced plans to regulate crypto markets. Any regulation is sure to ruffle crypto purists who argue that regulation would go against the crypto ethos of decentralization and may curb innovation. However, some investing experts say regulation may be a good sign for crypto in the long run, ensuring better market stability, wider adoption, and more protections for consumers. Throughout the pandemic, crypto scams have run rampant. Since 2021, the Federal Trade Commission says consumers lost more than $1 billion from scammers. Well, that might be true. There's another story here, and I'm just going to show it to you. We're launching Verse. This is Bitcoin.com. IRS expands crypto question on tax form. So it just goes over that same information. And there we go. They did the same thing that I just did. They went through the different tax returns versions, and so that's what we did. Again, I think it's interesting. You have to know what that is, right? You have to kind of know what the difference and what's they ask. Everybody's got to answer it. So that's our Crypto Tuesday. There's some other crypto news. Let's see if we can pull it up very quickly about the purchase. As you know, right before we go on air, I usually will search cryptocurrency, just like I do with the IRS. If I could spell it. Let's see if there's any new news here. The U.S. blacklisting of Tornado Cash sparks outcry from cryptocurrency industry. Let me see if I could just go back to this. Coinbase posts second quarter loss on cryptocurrency rout. I had some people calling me about the Coinbase and what's going on with them, and that they can't get their money out. Now, there might be reason enough for it. So I'm not trying to say that there's anything wrong, but people are having problems and they're afraid because it's like what's going on in China. Right? You can't go to the bank and get your money. Everybody wants to get their money when they need their money. So anyway, that I'm not going to get into that, but so that's where we are. Crypto Tuesday hasn't been a lot of news, but I thought the tax return news is important, and I wanted to go over it with you. So thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate you taking the time. Remember, we need you to like and subscribe. If I could find that now, let me see if I could find that. There it is. Ask you to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. The only way we're going to get this content out to others who need it is with your help, and we're asking for your help. So please like and subscribe. And also, if you're fighting the IRS, if you owe the IRS money, if you haven't filed your tax return, the first thing you got to do, because most people, they get paralyzed, they don't know what to do. First thing you do, get a copy of my book, Deal with Your IRS Problem Today. Go to freeirsbook.com, freeirsbook.com. Get your free copy of Deal with Your IRS Problem Today. We will ask for this small handling fee, shipping and handling fee, but otherwise the book is free, and all the bonuses that go along with the book are also free. So go to freeirsbook.com, get your free copy. So thanks so much for joining us here today. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, and with all that means. So let's look for a good tax day tomorrow. Out.